Hello, welcome back to the Scale Modelling Twins. We have a post-build review. This is the Eduard Royal Aircraft Factory SE.5a with a Hispano Suiza engine. This is a 2018 boxing of a 2017 release. So, lovely kit. There's another video on the channel where I go through all the bits I'd bought for it. So I have everything really. So seatbelt set, photo etch seatbelts. There's a weekend kit. The upgrades make it into a Profi pack. Big sin set. So resin guns, a Lewis and a Vickers gun, resin radiator, resin propeller, and resin wheels and tires. If you want to have a closer look at the kit, have a look on my channel for that one there. The one I went for, there was two choices. One was a standard SE.5a. So this is a Canadian pilot. This is Second Lieutenant Kenneth William Jr. 56 Squadron. It was Béziers in France, 1918. The one I went for is it's an Aussie flavour. So I went for Major RS Dallas of 40 Squadron, Brunei Airfield in France, 1918, and it's turned out rather well, I think. So yeah, it's certainly it's lots of bits. It's a challenging kit. It's a lot of fun. It's difficult to get the rigging in place because it's got, I've counted up, it's double the rigging of a Sopwith Camel. Which is pretty remarkable, really. So let's have a closer look at how it's turned out. As you see it, so there we go. The colours I used are the olive drab is Gun's Mr. Colour C.5a olive drab. Airbrushed the dark yellow, which is I went for a Tamiya dark yellow XF60, and then hand painted the red brown XF64. So they're the color choices, and yeah, I think they complement each other rather well. It is an interesting scheme. Initially, I was going to go for the all green one because it is just a standard SE.5a, but this does, I think, yeah, it's complicated. Like it's got bits and bobs everywhere, and compared to the Camel, how it's got the Lewis gun on the Foster mount on top of the wing there, and it's got a Vickers machine gun embedded just ahead of the instrument panel with magazines, one in the instrument panel and one in on the floor just ahead of the seat for the Lewis. If I shine a light down on the side here, you can see enough in the cockpit, but if I turn the torch on, you can see it's got, oh, you probably can't, it's probably too glary. Down beside, no, you can't see it, eh? But down beside the seat, it's got the, yeah, because there's a wooden box that makes up the structure, and it's all got bits of easy line on it as rigging and everything else. And all the wood tones in that have just come together really well. It's interesting scheme, this one, as you could sort of see there. The half of the serial number has been obliterated by the well, I guess the camouflage that was applied at squadron level. In fact, yeah. So I'll just read this out because this all sort of makes sense. Roderick Stanley Dallas, DSO and Bar, DSC, Croix de Guerre of Vecpalm, was born on July 30th, 1891 at Mount Stanley, not far from the town of Esk in Queensland, Australia. After refusing to serve with the Royal Flying Corps, he joined the Royal Naval Air Service. And after completion of his training, he was assigned to the 1st Naval Wing at the end of 1915 and became the unit's CO on June 14, 1917, before merging of the Flying Corps with the RNAS into the Royal Air Force in April 1918. He was named the CO of 40 Squadron, Royal Flying Corps, equipped with SE.5a fighters. June 1st, 1918 would prove a fateful day when he met a trio of Fokker DL-1s from Juster 14 were shot down by Johannes Werner. At the time, he was officially credited with 39 kills, some claim 32, which would put him in the second place among Australian pilots. The standard camouflage scheme on this aircraft 40 Squadron, were complemented by the addition of chocolate brown, PC-12, and ochre yellow on the upper surfaces of the CO's plane. The serial number was partially covered, as well as the roundels remained only on the wings. So that's the scheme I went for, and pretty much just copied it with put a bit of Tamiya masking tape down there, used a clutch pencil to mark out where I wanted the demarcation, and then took it off, cut it with a knife on the cutting mat, and reapplied, paint, and then, as I mentioned before, hand painted the red brown. But it's a beautiful kit. Actually, the fit is fantastic. It can be fiddly. Obviously, by adding the extra bits of resin and brass and stuff to it, was a little bit of a faff, but it's probably, I don't know, like, you'd have to decide yourself whether it was worth adding the extras, because, for instance, if I grab this as a plastic Lewis gun on the Foster mount, but if I hold it up next to the, remember, one's painted, one's not, but it does, it's sort of the same, isn't it? You wouldn't really know if it wasn't pointed out. It's subtle, but you can see, like, the handle at the back of the breech there, and a couple other bits and bobs. Yeah, it's probably like, I enjoyed doing it, which is why I wanted to do it. Rigging. Let's grab a bit of paper at the back there. As you can see, it's probably too bright, but yeah, it's complicated rigging scheme. There's 4 lots on each wing half. The top braces that go upwards are all doubled, and then you got the ones coming down. There's 8 lots of bracing around. It's around the cabane struts as well. So there's cross bracing as well as linear bracing and stuff. But it's just it was a joy. It was a joy. I really enjoyed this build. It was complicated, took a while, but I was looking forward to it for a while. But I think it's turned out pretty well. That's probably it. It's a short one, but I just thought I'd show you how it turned out. So I'm quite happy with that one. It looks good next to. So if I place it next to the other, I've got there's a couple of camels, and there's an Eindecker and Spad 13, and if you put them all together, they're so colourful. They look fantastic. So I do really enjoy these Eduard biplanes. I'm gonna. Well, I had bought the Bristol F.5b fighter, so that'll come along shortly. But yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're complicated. They're tricky. Oh my God, they just pop though. So yeah, well done, Eduard. I think it's just a beautiful kit. A lot of fun. And they have reissued this same kit. In fact, this one is the Hispano Suiza engine, but the Wolseley Viper engine comes on the same plastic anyway. So if you buy the kit, you can build either. Admittedly, you won't see it. It's a full engine, but it's under the cowls, so you can have the cowls open, but you won't see much anyway. Like, it's you do cover up a fair bit, but oh my God. Like, as mentioned before, my job was doing stuff as neatly as you can, and then covering up for no one to ever see again. That's part of what avionics is all about. So doing something that won't be seen is no stranger to me, and I enjoy doing it. I was looking at the Victor before, all the stuff inside, all the photo etch and instrument panels and stuff you can't see, even if you shine a torch in there. But it was a lot of fun to do, so that's why I do it. Anyway, before I ramble too much, that's just a quick one, less than 10 minutes, so I'll keep it at that. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again shortly for another one. Uru.